everybody.
Hello.
We're Pisces to Aquarius, as you know, by being on our channel. We just wanted to do a quick opening to apologize for last month. We were a little caught up in... For June, right. We were a little caught up in the throes of our own worlds and weren't able to coordinate anything. As you can see, we're currently doing a another long distance shoot.
Yes.
So
making it work.
Yeah. Making it work. And we will hopefully not, like, that won't be as an issue going forward, but a lot of things were going on in our own worlds. Some good, some bad.
And now we're in Cancer and we're back home. So we are getting it together. The readings are really good this month. They're kind of short and sweet, but they're good.
They are. Yeah.
And
so
happy summer.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Happy summer.
And we'll catch you.
And yeah. All right.
Cool. See you there.
Sorry about the police sirens. I know it's so
loud. They're like, stick them up. You didn't do it last month. They're like, ah. Pisces. I'm excited for this one.
Me too. Hello, Pisces.
Hello,
hoping things work out well for you. I know it's been a bit of a tough ride.
This is your reading. Excuse me.
2018 July.
July. The summer is beginning. Has begun. Lots of water energy with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All trining one another. So I hope that while Neptune is going retrograde in your sign, it's still your ruling planet. And if you can connect it all to the Aquarius energy we were just talking about, which you don't have to go watch, but we were talking about, nightmares and things like that. Pisces is a very dreamy energy, and your ruling planet is going retrograde, so maybe there's some nightmares involved. And as I was beginning to talk about that, I saw the devil go down. So I don't know what might be shackling a Pisces, but let's talk through it. Oh, Hangman, reverse.
Right. The Hangman reversed, which is that whole self-martyrdom, like, oh, woe is me, things have been so difficult, right? It's that you're putting yourself up on that cross.
Yeah, but do you think there might be some sort of true martyrdom here because Pisces have gone through it? Or do you think at this point it's like, suck it up, Pisces? Like you're holding yourself in this stage?
I feel like Pisces have gone through a really hard time. I think all of us have. But I feel like maybe, hey, Pisces, like maybe there's an element of, because you're a water sign, because you feel deeply, when things don't work out, that hurts. And you really get that and take it in. So yes, Hangman has shown up in a lot of our Pisces readings, if I recall correctly. And I think Hangman is a valid feeling to have. But I also feel like the reason he's reversed is because this isn't fair, fine, I'm going to just keep doing things my way and just deal with the fact that things are unfair. And then there's this isn't right. This is I think that you're pouting.
It's a little indignant.
I think there was an element of pouting.
I've been watching a lot of Law & Order SVU, so this could be coming from that. But yes, there is such a thing as victimhood, and there are victims, but the Hangman in reverse does tell me there's a little bit of that. You're only a victim if you choose to be a victim. And after a certain point of, this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me, well, maybe somehow you're manifesting that into your life by not letting go of the things that are trapping you, by not letting go of the things that are causing you to be a victim, the people who are victimizing you. Maybe you are perpetually letting them into your life, or the things that are victimizing you.
Right. And that's what's being your ruling influence. Is okay, yeah, things aren't working out, but are you changing them? Are you working towards changing them? Or are you acknowledging the things that are working for you? Or do you just keep complaining because things aren't working out?
Yeah.
Are you The literal definition of insanity is doing the same thing but expecting different results. And is that you?
Is that you?
The funny thing is that leads to a feeling of injustice, which is where you are now. It looks like you were like, this isn't right. Fine, I will I will do it my way, and I know that you're going to put me on the cross for doing it my way. And then people put you on the cross for doing it your way, and now you're like, wait, that's not fair.
Oh no, read it, Nasa, read it. Okay,
which then leads
you talked
into
about yourself a little bit in Aquarius. I'll talk a little bit about myself. That's always been a challenging thing for me growing up, because my whole life it's been like, I want this. Someone says, no, but I want it. And then they go, fine, you can have it. And I go, oh, no, you don't have to give it to me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, careful what you wish for. You can't have your cake and eat it too in many ways.
Yep. Yeah. But it's also that I remember you mentioning to me that Pisces they live in their own world, right?
Yeah.
And I know that because I'm very close to a Pisces, and
really?
With this person, there's a lot of they'll come to me and complain about something, and I'll be like, well, have you tried this? And they'll be like, no, that's not going to work because of this. No, that's not going to work because of that. And then because they haven't tried anything new,
they're shackled.
Things not working out.
That's the devil.
And then them being. Well, actually...
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I have a slightly different interpretation. No. Shackled is correct. And I know that the devil is like shackling, is binding, is like taking you back. But I also know the devil as excess, as indulgence, as like existing in sin.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm wondering if that's what it's recommending.
Talk to me, Nasa.
And this might just be because it's what I want for Pisces, but part of me is like, hey, maybe should you have that extra bowl of ice cream? Should you go out and have another drink? Should you stop being so worried about about doing the straight and narrow, the right, the path of righteousness, and should you maybe indulge a little bit in yourself?
I mean, of course, that sounds wonderful. To counter a little bit, I see this as like, you're allowing yourself to be a victim, you're feeling injustice, and instead of moving forward, you're allowing yourself to be tethered to that self of injustice and victimhood. But at the same time, turning it around on its head, I can kind of see what you're saying in terms of maybe you're allowing yourself to be a victim in your own world. This injustice is happening in your own world, and this overindulgence is a sin in this world. But what if this world that you're creating isn't real, and that extra bowl of ice cream is not going to fuck with you? So maybe you're tethering yourself to this imaginary world, which we kind of talked about a little bit in Aquarius, these fears and anxieties that aren't real. Maybe if you break out of that and overindulge in X, Y, or Z, in a time where we're dealing with this Mars retrograde, where we're supposed to be licking our wounds and taking care of ourselves and not really caring too much about going to the gym every single freaking day because you're tired, maybe that is okay. So I don't know. And as a Pisces, the moon card, you flip the card around back and forth. Which way is it? Is this a reading of stop it, Pisces, and get your shit together? Or is this a reading of stop it, Pisces, and stop trying to get your shit together? I don't know.
Maybe that's for each Pisces to know. But what I'm also thinking, and what I do see here, because it is Hangman, I feel like there's a lot of righteousness, right? I see so much righteousness in these two cards that happen to be reversed. So what I'm seeing is you going like, I am doing everything correct. I am doing everything I'm supposed to, and things aren't working out. And then that leads you to the devil, right? You go from being pious, you go from being justice, for God's sake, from being the all-American, this is what I'm supposed to do, to just saying, fuck it. to just,
Beep, beep.
I mean, I know if it was reversed, I know the car's outside. If it was reversed, it would be the unshackling and like freedom. But I don't think so. I think you're using these things, and I think that's where the shackling comes in. It's like you're tying yourself to being wronged. You're tying yourself to being the hanged man, and you're allowing that anger, that rage, that injustice to then lead you to being the devil. At least this is my hope. I think it's the same thing that I hoped with Sagittarius, where I was like, oh yeah, now it's your time to kind of go a little bit crazy. I'm seeing that here, where I'm like, now it's time to go a little bit crazy. Okay. We see these two figures, right? We see the male, female here. Now naked, and now tied, instead of to this sense of righteousness, tied to that devil.
Riddle me this. What is your connection? And this is a little personal, but I'm going to try and not make it personal. We had Sagittarius, maybe you need to go a little crazy. Pisces, maybe you need to go a little crazy. And then in the middle there, we have Capricorn and Aquarius being like, Capricorns, chill out, things are going to work out. Aquarius, stop going crazy, you know, like these things that are happening around you aren't real and you need to, you know, see through the fog and whatnot. How do all of these four things work together to balance? I don't know, like how does... I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense at all.
The difference in the sign, because we have fire, water, right, on the two extremes of that.
Which is temperance.
So fire and water are, which is temperance, and they're also, in my mind, very emotional cards. Fire is obviously more passion, and water is more feelings, but they're very emotional based cards. And so I think the emotional based cards are feeling the emotion, and that's leading them to a place like they have been where I think the earth cards are right now, or not the earth, but you have the earth and then the wind, which is, I think wind is more or air is more like mind, and the earth is grounded. So these are two cards that I feel like tend to live more in practicality, mind and body rather than emotions. And the mind and body cards are the ones that are right now spiraling. And the fire and water cards, I don't know. But the two passion cards, the emotional cards, together. Or the emotional signs. Right. They're trying so hard to be like, this is where it's supposed to be. And it's like, no, just live in your emotion.
Be yourself.
Versus right, versus the air and the mind and body, which is going I feel so many things, and it's like, no, you've got to trust, because you know that trust is where it exists.
Everyone's roles have reversed in a weird way because all these planetary retrogrades, it seems. I mean, I don't want to say that's just as it is. It's just a nice tool to, you know, look at the cards that we're talking about. But yeah, maybe everyone needs to step back into their own roles and recalibrate, and also get ready, because, you know, even though a lot of planets are about to go direct, Mercury is about to go retrograde as that's happening. So maybe it's a time to get balanced, take care of yourself, get back to ground zero, so that when miscommunications and things are going to happen, we're best set up for success, so that not everything goes to hell in a handbasket, or whatever the expression is.
Right, exactly.
I like what you said about Pisces. I mean, again, like, I've literally been telling myself I need to stop eating ice cream. Because I've been kind of going into a retreat mode.
Maybe you don't.
But maybe I don't. You know, there's plenty of time to work out down the road, or whatever, you know, eat healthy, etc.
Well, it's also like you know that you're not going to go crazy with it. You know that you're not going to go so far into indulging that you're not going to come back. Yeah. Because you're Pisces. Because you're Pisces, and you exist in this place of like, it's fine, I've got it.
Cool.
So like, have fun.
I dig that. Yeah. I think we're good on Pisces.
I think so too. All right.
See you later.
Bye, Pisces. Let us know.
See you in August.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. And I think we'll do our best to get, you know, one of these guys, you know, click to go to the go to last month's, go to some other
Yeah.
signs, etc. We'll put a playlist up that
Yeah.
has all the videos.
Put up all of that. Please feel free to like and comment. I think comment would be really great.
Super helpful.
If at all possible, just because I want to know. I want to know if we're vibing, frankly.
Yeah.
So give us the 411.
And if anyone wants to talk about what went on in June, please do. And we will catch you in August.
Yeah.
Unless Nate has something to add.
All right.
Cool. See you then.